Good day, Sir Razi. My name is DIVYA DURAIRAJU and my ID number is 01202402030. So this video based on recent assignment where we asked to conduct a critical review on 3 academic articles related to ESL writing strategy. Through this task, I was able to understand the challenges second language learner face in writing, and more importantly, the strategies that can help us to improve. I really found out that this assignment meaningful because it connected theory to real problems that face in writing, like that most of us face in writing. From our group critical review, I identified 3 main strategies that were discussed across the articles. So the first is metacognitive effort regulation. This strategy emphasizes the importance of planning, monitoring, and checking on your own writing. It is also highlights the need to stay focused and not give up easily. And as an ESL student, I sometimes lose confidence in my writing, but this strategy remind me that self-awareness and consistent effort are the key to improvement. So the second strategy is reading to writing. All 3 articles stress that reading is a strong foundation for better writing. Reading before writing help us gather ideas and improve our vocabulary and understand sentences and paragraph structure. Personally, I realized that reading even short text before writing helps me feel more confident and also prepared. Okay, let's talk about the third strategy, which is process-based writing. This means that writing should be done step by step, from drafting to revising and then editing. Many learners, including myself, often rush to complete writing tasks but this strategy taught me that focusing on the process helps improve clarity, content, and overall quality of writing work. Okay, and from this critical review also, I learned that writing is not just about good grammar. It is also involve proper planning, reading, and going through the full writing process. I need to develop patience and awareness while writing, and not just focus on the final product. So how I will improve from now on. So this will be my tips for my writing skills after this. Okay, so firstly, definitely I will read before I start writing, just to gather ideas and vocabularies. And secondly, I will plan and review my essay instead of rushing to complete them. And thirdly, I will follow the full writing process, which is drafting, revising, and also editing carefully. And lastly, I will try to be more independent in my writing and not only rely on ChatGPT or any AI, or also always go to teacher and our lecturer to ask, can you check this, can you check that. I feel like I need to be more independent. So if I follow all these steps, I think that I can create or write a better writing. Okay, and that's it from me. Thank you so much, Sir Razi, for watching this video. I truly learned a lot through this assignment, and also I will continue using this strategy, as I said just now, to improve on my writing as an ESL learner. So that's it from me. Thank you so much.
Good evening, sir. My name is HASSHWINI KRISHNAN. Today, I would like to share my personal reflection on some key ESL writing strategies. Writing is often seen as the most difficult skill to master in ESL. That is why having strong strategies in place is essential to support student learning. One major strategy is the use of metacognitive and effort regulation techniques. These involve planning, monitoring, and evaluating our own writing. I found this particularly important because it is very important to build resilience and improve writing structure. These methods are especially effective for learners who already have some writing experience. Another powerful method is reading to writing strategy. Reading helps improve vocabulary, grammar, and content ideas. This strategy activates prior knowledge through what known as the schema theory. I found the plus-minus interesting techniques very useful, as it encourages critical thinking and helps students connect reading with writing in a very meaningful way. The third strategy is process-based learning, which teaches writing a step-by-step process, planning, drafting, devising, and editing. It improves coherence and consistency, but it does require time and teacher support to be truly effective. From this reflection, I've come to realize that using the right strategy is just important as language skill themselves. Reading and writing are not isolated. They support each other. Also, match writing topics to student interests can make learning more engaging and meaningful. Lastly, I believe learner-centered approaches are essential. They help students think critically, boost their confidence, and take ownership of their writing skill. And that's all from me. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone. Today I'll be sharing my reflection and practical ideas based on the article. As a future ESL teacher in Malaysia, I found this article not only insightful but also very relevant to both my personal journey and future teaching practices. The study focused on 5 writing strategies: metacognitive, cognitive, effort regulation, effective, and social. For me, metacognitive strategies stood out the most. I always plan, outline, and monitor my work. These steps help me stay organized and improve the quality of my writing. But the article reminded me that even good writers need to reflect and adjust their strategies regularly. There were also times during my studies when I felt overwhelmed, that when effort regulation and effective strategy helped me push through. Motivating myself, managing my anxiety, and staying focused were the key to finish my assignments. One thing I realized is that I often avoided social strategies like many Malaysian ESL learners. I hesitate to ask for help, afraid of being judged. This is something I wanted to change, not just for myself but for my future students. In my future classroom, I plan to use all 5 strategies. So these tools will help students become confident, independent writers and make writing a more collaborative and positive experience. Overall, this article reminded me that writing isn't just about grammar or structure. It's about thinking, feeling, growing, and as a teacher, I'm excited to support my student in every part of the journey. Thank you.
Greetings to sir, my name is Samantha and now I'll explain about my reflection on this assignment. So basically I found this assignment interesting that the researchers explored both cognitive and metacognitive strategies. I can mostly relate to this because I also use these strategies when I write essays, like particularly checking and analyzing my work before submitting it. One important point the study highlights is that using strategies can significantly affect how well students perform in their academic writing task. Students who actively use strategies like outlining or drafting tend to write better structured essays. The study made me realize how crucial it is to be aware of the writing process and not just focus on grammar or vocabulary. So my personal perspective on this article is, while reading and summarizing this article, I became more aware of the variety of strategies ESL students use to overcome the challenge they face in academic writing, like planning, organizing ideas, and also revising drafts. It reminded me of my own learning process and journey on how I have developed certain habits without even realizing they were part of larger writing strategies. The idea that being aware of our own thinking processes can actually help us write better is really stuck with me. It made me realize that academic writing isn't just how we think or whatever when we write them. So summarizing the article also helped me improve my reading and writing skills. I had to read it section fully to understand them and pick out the important points and the main points and rephrase them in a clear way. At times it was like challenging for me, but especially like I'm making sure I didn't lose the meaning while I paraphrasing the complex ideas. But it was a good practice for me to summarize that, because like I'm being both analytical and reflective in this in summarizing this assignment, like this article. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Qadrina, Binti Ahmad Hafizi, and today I will be sharing my discussion and also reflection on 3 research articles about ESL writing strategies and how they relate to my personal understanding as a future ESL teachers. Okay, as I mentioned on my slide, the first one is my discussion on ESL writing strategies. The first point is reading boost writing. And based on Ahmad and Ismail research article on 2021, reading activities can really help students generate ideas, improve vocabulary, and also build sentence structure. For example, using tools like the PMI chart, like I have mentioned in the article, gives students a clear way to organize thoughts before writing. And the next point is metacognitive strategies from Anyao from 2024. It mentions that students who plan, monitor, and evaluate their own writing tend to perform better. And these strategies help all the students stay on track and also improve with each draft. And the third point is need for peer feedback. The same study also shows that social strategies like peer feedback are underused, probably because students don't feel confident. So it is important for teachers to create a supportive environment when students feel safe while sharing their ideas. And the next point is common student challenge. And as I mentioned in the article of Zakaria and Sulaiman on 2024, it explored the challenges from the teacher's perspective, where the students really struggle with topic knowledge, vocabulary, and also organizing their own writing. And it mentions that the teacher suggests that scaffolding and also letting students choose topics they care about. And the next one is integrated approaches work best. And based on all of these 3 articles, it shows that combining strategies like reading before writing, planning tools, and also peer support helps students overcome their writing problems and become more effectively. And the next one is my personal understanding and perspective. The first point that I put on my slide is writing needs more than grammar. Before this, I used to think that writing problems were just about grammar or vocabulary, but now, after I read all the articles, I understand writing also needs good structure, clear thinking, and even emotional readiness. And the next one is reading helps writing. And I didn't realize how powerful reading can be in helping students write better. It really helps the students to get ideas and improve their sentences flow. So I plan to include more reading activities in my future writing lesson. And the third one is student interest matters. I learned that students write better when the topic is meaningful to them and if the topic is like fun to them. So I will try to give all the students some freedom to choose writing topics that interest them. And the fourth one is scaffolding, reduce fear. I believe using sentences starters, graphic organizers, or even model essays can help reduce writing anxiety and also slowly build student confidence. And the last one is a safe classroom equals to better writing. So lastly, I want to be kind of teacher who supports students not just academically but also emotionally, where I hope I can create a safe and also encouraging space where all the students feel comfortable during writing or asking questions and also learning from the mistake. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, my name is NURIN binti MASZIRUL and this reflection is based on Zakaria and Sulaiman's article about ASL writing challenges that was published in 2024. I learned that students struggle with grammar, planning and staying focused. One strategy that helps is reading before writing, which gives the students more ideas by using outlines or mind maps that can also improve their organization. Other than that, I also believe that from reading the article, peer review is another great way for students to learn from each other. And when they care about a certain topic, they can tend to write better and give more towards the article. This article also reminded me that teaching is not just about writing, it's not just about fixing mistakes, but also as future teachers, it is our responsibility to guide students with the right tools in order for them to have the best teaching that they can get from their English teacher. And that is all from me. Thank you.